What on earth just happened at Old Trafford? 5 games unbeaten, coming off the international break, playing against 10 men Everton for nearly the entire match, and somehow we lose 1-0. Painful doesn't even begin to cover it. Today, we're breaking down the 5 things we learned from that performance, the good, the bad, and the downright frustrating. And yes, some worrying patterns are still present at Old Trafford. Let's get into it. Number 1, the big one. United came back from the international break completely flat. Slow tempo, no urgency, no intensity, and it wasn't just the forwards or midfielders. Yoro and Shaw were painfully risk-averse. Even when Everton were down to 10 men, they rarely looked to take chances on the ball, barely looked to progress forward, and mostly played it safe sideways or backwards. That's not just tactical caution, it's a mindset problem. United looked like they were hoping the game would win itself, and that's never going to happen in the Premier League. Even with the advantage, Everton dictated the tone, and this isn't just new. It's the same old problem where, as favourites, United players sometimes just don't show up mentally. Expectation becomes a problem, and we saw it again here. Number 2, Joshua Zirkzee. First Premier League start of the season. Injuries opened the door, but he looked rusty, passive, and ineffective, especially in the air. Cross after cross came into the box, and he just couldn't make an impact. This was his chance. Sasko was injured, Konya is unavailable, and he was meant to step up and be our focal point. But instead, he barely got involved until a late header was saved by Pickford. That's a problem because minutes create sharpness, and he's only getting rest starts. He's never going to develop the confidence to influence games at the United level. Number 3, the finishing. 20 shots, 0 goals. Again, not just unlucky, that's a real problem. Bruno tried from distance, Zirkzee couldn't convert headers, and the crosses kept coming with no one really attacking them properly. This has been a theme all season. Expected goals are way higher than the actual goals we score, and in matches like these, it's absolutely costly. You can't keep taking 20 shots and walking away empty-handed. That's how games are lost against teams, even when they're down a man. Number 4, Kobbie Mainoo. Came on for Casemiro in the second half, and honestly, it was like he hadn't played all season. Slow, out of rhythm, lacked sharpness. He didn't influence the game that much. Mainoo is a talented 20-year-old, but without regular minutes, he's not going to improve or regain confidence. At this stage, a loan move makes absolute sense. He needs consistent game time, whether at United or elsewhere, or he risks becoming a player who never reaches his potential. Number 5. And this is what really hurts. Everton outworked us. 10 men chased every ball, 1 second balls, and looked hungrier than United. Yoro and Shaw were hesitant to take risks, and that cautious approach compounded the problem. And let's be real, the mentality of not showing up when you're the favourites is still very much present. Players seem to assume that the game would come to them because Everton had a player sent off. But in football, nothing is guaranteed. Effort, aggression, and focus with matches, and United were missing all 3. This is a mindset issue that has plagued the club for years. When we're expected to win, the team just switches off, just mentally switches off, and that has to change if we're serious about competing consistently at the top. And all expectations for United to finish in the top 4 should be removed because this shows that the team is not ready for that. A realistic expectation for the season would be a top 6, a top 7 finish. But top 4 should not be an expectation, but, an extra or a cherry on the top. So that's the 5 things we learned from United's 1-0 defeat to Everton. They were flat, they had no intensity, Zirkzee missed his chance, there's a finishing crisis, Mainoo needs minutes, and we were outworked even against 10 men. Amorim can't be blamed for every sloppy pass or switched off players, but he can address the mentality and intensity in training. Consistently demanding focus, giving young players meaningful minutes, and emphasizing risk-taking when it's safe to do so could make a huge difference. Alright, that's it for me. Drop your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's hope the guys show up next time. Every game counts at Old Trafford.